Do next time.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Hello, welcome back. Right, as you know, I'm continuing on with these White Album comparisons, and I'm comparing the original, well, not the original, the 2009 mix compared to the Giles Martin 2018 remix. And today, track 7, yes, love this song, George Harrison's While My Guitar Gently Weeps. Should we get on with it? I'll be back in a little while. Track 7, While My Guitar Gently Weeps, the first George Harrison song on the album, recorded the 25th of July, August 3rd, and September the 3rd, the 5th and the 6th, 1968. George Harrison's most celebrated song on the Beatles' White Album, While My Guitar Gently Weeps, was inspired by the I Ching and featured his friend Eric Clapton on lead guitar. Harrison began writing the music for the song in India, although the lyrics were mostly completed upon his return to England. George said, "I wrote While My Guitar Gently Weeps at my mother's house in Warrington. I was thinking about the Chinese I Ching, the Book of Changes. The Eastern concept is whatever happens is meant to be, and that there is no such thing as coincidence. Every little item that's going down has a purpose. While My Guitar Gently Weeps was a simple study based on that theory. I decided to write a song based on the first thing I saw upon opening any book, as it would be relative to that moment at that time. I picked up a book at random, opened it and saw Gently Weeps, then laid the book down again and started the song." George complained that John and Paul didn't give the song the attention he felt it deserved. The presence of Eric Clapton on lead guitar at George's request made the rest of the group take the song more seriously. George said, "We tried to record it, but John and Paul were so used to cranking out their tunes that it was very difficult at times to get serious and record one of mine. It wasn't happening. They weren't taking it seriously, and I don't think they were even all playing on it. So I went home that night thinking, well, that's a shame, because I knew the song was pretty good. The next day I was driving into London with Eric Clapton and said, 'What are you doing today? Why don't you come to the studio and play on this song for me?' He said, 'Oh no, I can't do that. Nobody's ever played on a Beatles record and the others wouldn't like it.' I said, 'Look, it's my song and I'd like you to play on it.' So he came in and I said, 'Eric's going to play on this one.' And it was good because it made everyone act better. Paul got on the piano and played a nice intro and they took it more seriously. While My Guitar Gently Weeps became a staple of US rock radio during the early 70s, on par with songs such as Layla by Clapton's short-lived band Derek and the Dominos, Led Zeppelin's Stairway to Heaven, and The Who's Won't Get Fooled Again. In 1973 it appeared on the Beatles double album compilation 1967 to 1970 as one of the 3 tracks representing the White Album. While My Guitar Gently Weeps also appears on the soundtrack to the Bruce Robinson film With Now and I. Rolling Stone ranked it at number 10 on its list of Beatles' 100 greatest songs. What a beautiful, beautiful song. Loved it. But this one, to me, guys, is the closest one yet. The drums are still on the right-hand side, and I feel maybe they could have been centered a little bit. But on the plus side, the rhythm guitars, you know, George Harrison, John Lennon, they seem a little bit brighter and clearer. So I'll give a nod to the remix on this one. But that was the closest one yet. But what a fantastic song. Anyway, guys, I've got to keep this short. I'll be back with another bite-sized Beatles real soon. Take care, guys.
I'll just have cheese and lettuce and Marmite sandwich and coffee. Okay.